Well, here I am with Caleb, my oldest son. So it's the opening day of the 2022 Pennsylvania bow season. This morning I took a different boy out, Marlin, and we hunted a little hidey-hole food plot in the pouring down rain. Wouldn't have been my place of choice, but because of the weather conditions we elected to hunt where we could stay dry. I did see a shooter buck just for a split second this morning. He was spooked. I'm not sure if he smelled us or another predator, or he was just, under these conditions sometimes they're spooky. But we're getting a bunch of rain today from Hurricane Ian, and it's just been raining all day long. It's fairly cool, probably around 50 degrees, so we switched counties tonight. Caleb's got a doe tag here, and I do as well, so we could end up with a couple does. I don't have much of a camera presence here in this food plot. I have one at the far end, and I know the does are coming in. They should come in tonight. I haven't checked the camera in a while, so you never know, but yeah, it's about 3 o'clock, and I got the ozonics running. Keep our windows shut as always, try to keep our scent contained. This wind in this big bottom is always changing, so you just gotta do your best. Let's see what the big hunter here has to say.
Well, we went into this stand, 360 stand at this big food plot. This is up in McVeigh Town. And so we're not sure if there's big bucks that come here or not. But we do know that some small bucks have been here. We're expecting that some does might come. So yeah, the chances of getting a buck are kind of slim, but we might end up with a doe, as my dad said.
And tonight we're going to try out a new bow. I brought along the Ravin 500. It's a pretty loud bow. It's not as user-friendly as the 10 points are. And I like the Ravin R29, but because of just the way it was designed, when you decock it, I feel like it's not the safest bow for my kids to use. And the 500 is a little bit better, not as smooth as the 10-point system is, but it's still a good bow. Got leaning up here against the wall, and we're ready. If some deer show up, I'll get the thing cranked back, and we'll see how Caleb can do. Got my rangefinder out, binoculars at the ready. I mowed this food plot a couple weeks ago, and the whole thing needs redone. It had clover. It still has a little clover, and the rest is pretty much weeds, so we'll see. It'll at least bring out the does, but we're nice and dry and warm, and outside it is raining away. Well, it's been an interesting night. It's 6:40, and we spied our first deer. They're not real close, like 2 does and 2 fawns. Definitely not what we expected, is it?
No.
Windows are kind of steamed up. Let's see if I can show them to you here. Slide this window up to see better. We got 2 fawns, a doe, and 2 more does. There's another doe and a fawn come out in the food plot. almost 80 yards away. A little bit too far. These deer have come a little bit closer, but they're pretty much out of range. Okay, I was thinking about taking a shot. Doe's into 52 yards, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into position here. I have to move some stuff around and get the camera ready. That's a doe there that he's got his eye on, but she's just not broadside right now. Got a good angle on the fawn, but not the doe. You would have to hold it up on the shoulder. She's angled our way pretty far. But if you hold up into her shoulder, I would say you could do it.
Should I try it?
It's just no. She's angled too much. Definitely not now. Just try and be patient. Hopefully she turns. Are you on her there? Okay. Good. Yeah. Just wait till she stops walking there. I think you hit her pretty good. This camera's not focusing. She's wobbling. Right, Caleb, I think you got a doe. What do you say?
Well, I think I could have done a little better of a shot. I might have rushed it. I'm not sure, but I do think I got her.
Yeah, I'd say you definitely got her. I put it on night shot because it's dark in the blind. Our windows are tinted, so we watched the deer run. She was wobbling right at the edge of the field, near the food plot, and she laid down. And then pretty soon I could see her, roll over and kick around some. So, what do you say, Caleb? Pack up her stuff and go take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I have a flashlight in my backpack, so we're gonna gather up our stuff and get down out of here quietly, and go over. I think she's gonna be laying there dead, so we'll see ya. Keep you tuned. Caleb, ready to take a look?
Yeah.
All right. It's pretty much getting dark. Not as bad as the camera shows, but I don't think we need to be very careful. Pretty sure she's laying over there dead, so we'll go look at the deer and go find your bolt, get her tagged and everything, get the truck. How's that sound?
Good.
We'll take it easy, making sure she's dead, but I'm certain of it. I see a white belly. Pretty happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your farthest shot ever, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How far was she?
52 yards.
52 yards. All right, let's go take a look. Go take a look, Caleb, right there. Right here at the edge of the food plot. Nice shot, Caleb. That's right behind the shoulder. She's got lungs sticking out. Pretty happy?
Yeah.
Tell them what you saw on the way over here from the time we climbed down.
Well, I saw something go running out that way real fast and quiet, like a fox or coyote or something.
It's a coyote. We're 80 yards from our stand. Till we got to the bottom and halfway over, a coyote was after her.
So we drove up here to this spot and got in the food plot. We were expecting deer a little sooner. We began to become discouraged. The food plot had some weeds in it. We weren't sure if the deer weren't liking the food plot or what we were expecting, that we probably wouldn't end up getting anything. And then Sonny Daddy saw some deer out there, and then that time it was starting to get dark. I think it was 6 something. And then we saw some more deer, but they were out of range. All the deer was out of range. So we waited and waited, and then finally this doe came at 52 yards. By practicing at home, I can do pretty good groups at 50 yards. So I took the shot. I was a little surprised at how far the deer ran, but it did look like I did good enough of a shot.
Yeah, well, she didn't run far. She only ran, maybe 50 yards. But she stopped and stood here and then laid down instead of falling over dead. I looked at the binoculars, and I saw her kick a little bit, and then her white belly, and she never moved. I knew she was dead. And then that coyote, till we got out of the stand and started over, there was a coyote over here. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.